Good morning and happy Wednesday, everybody. I've got a song for you. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. The church is not a building, the church is not a staple, the church is not a resting place, the church is a people. So, in case you're not familiar with that song, it's a hymn. It's called We Are the Church. The refrain is simple. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. And here's verse 1. The church is not a building. The church is not a steeple. The church is not a resting place. The church is a people. And the first time I heard this hymn was when I was organist, maybe around 2010, at Washington Street United Methodist Church in Columbia, South Carolina. This hymn seems so simple and childlike, but the words are so powerful. They are perfect for this time that we're living through right now, the time of pandemic. We haven't been able to gather together on Sundays or Wednesdays or whenever our churches meet. We haven't been able to share a cup of coffee and a pastry together in a fellowship hall. We haven't been able to sit in a small circle and hold hands and pray together. We haven't been able to sing songs of praise together in a sanctuary. But we have been finding new ways to do church and be the church, even outside of a building's walls. And I've seen this happening a lot lately at Wesley United Methodist Church. One was this past weekend, Mother's Day weekend, when our director of children's ministries, Mary Ellen Aiken, set up this wonderful drive-up event outside of our church building. It's where people could drive up and get these great little activity packets for children and these beautiful roses to give to the mother figures in our lives. Any extra roses from that event, Mary Ellen shared with us to put in the sanctuary, to beautify it, to decorate it for our live stream worship this past Sunday. And after worship, she invited us to take those roses home and enjoy them. And so we did. My family and I, we're enjoying these beautiful roses in our front hallway. But later on that Sunday evening, Zach and Georgia and I took some extra roses with us out on our evening walk around the neighborhood. And it was so wonderful to see the look of joy on people's faces when they'd open the door and see a rose waiting on them. It was just a little way of spreading love that started within the church and then went outward and outward and outward. Another thing is that Wesley member Sally Gilfillan has started a blog about the powerful words that we find in hymns. She's sharing her reflections online about how these songs of faith have shaped her life, and now she's inviting others to join with her and share those stories of encouragement too. Sally has found a new way to share love and hope and be the church. And you can check out her blog at ourhymns.org, ourhymns.org. And a third thing is how the folks of Wesley have rallied together to help Manna House in Brunswick. Manna House needed chips for the meals to share with our neighbors in this community, and you all came through to provide 2,700 packs of chips. So way to go, Wesley. Yay, you. Good job for being the church, for reaching out and helping our community and showing love. Now, the thing is, these chips will probably last Manna House just a little over 2 weeks. So that means we can't stop being the church. We have to keep going, keep sharing, keep loving. I've noticed that there are several memes out there on social media about how we believers have been discovering that the church is more than a building. The church takes place when we actively show God's love in our daily lives out in the world. And that is so true. But that's also the tricky thing about memes. They often contain these powerful little capsules of truth, but then they get shared so much and we get used to them. We get inundated with their messages and maybe we get bored with them. But friends, let's not get bored by being the church out in the world. There's so much love to share, and I pray that each one of us will find a way to be the hands and feet of God in our lives today, whether it's a pandemic or not, whether we can gather in a church building or not. So stay tuned over the next few days as the Wesley staff keeps reaching out to you through our live streamed hymn sing tomorrow evening. We'll have some special guests through Pastor Jerry's devotional on Friday, and always our live streamed worship on Sunday morning. Grace and peace to you all.